In the last video, I showed you a bit around the beautiful city of Baku. We saw the old town, the Maiden Tower, the promenade, the view from the Highlands Park, and the Baku Flame Towers. Today, we will venture out a bit from the Baku city to see the prehistoric rock arts in Gobustan Mountains, the mud volcanoes, the famous fire temple used by Zoroastrians and Hindus, and the burning mountain. Hello guys, my name is Dudan and welcome to another day of exploration in Azerbaijan. My travel today was booked with a local tour agency. I arrived at the tour agency office early in the morning for my trip. In the trip, I was joined by around 5 to 6 travelers from various countries. Our tour guide for today was a funny old Azerbaijani military veteran. The trip was on a Mercedes van. Our first destination was the Gobustan Rock Art Mountains. We covered over an hour drive on the highways of Azerbaijan at a speed of over 100 km per hour towards the south, through the dry, empty lands which used to be the seabed of Caspian Sea thousands of years ago. Most of the eastern region of Azerbaijan was under the sea in the past, and this has blessed the modern Azerbaijan with easy access to oil. In fact, the world's first oil well was drilled near Baku in the year 1846. Soon we reach the Gobustan rocks. The landscape here is rather interesting. The giant Gobustan rocks overlook the vast empty land that used to be under the sea thousands of years ago. As this is the Gobustan rock formation, and this place was under the sea around 5 million years ago. And this is pretty amazing. So this place was totally under the sea around 5 million years ago. And what you see there is the seabed. And if you zoom in at the very distance, you will see the other end of the seabed. Most of these rock structures were formed due to earthquakes. What makes Gobustan rocks interesting are the drawings done by the prehistoric people. You can see many rock drawings and stick figures depicting humans and animals.
Look at that. You can see two like kangaroo. You see? This one, two ladies, profile, no head and pregnant. Horse, bird. On the left you can see a boat. This one is very, very interesting. But please look at the up. You can see seaward lines. Caspian Sea left this place not for one day.
At one part of the mountain, you can see holes which were used to collect drinking water. They used stones or something to pick them up by hand. After Gobustan rocks, we moved on to the regions with mud volcanoes. Our guide warned us that the mud volcanoes can be very dangerous. He mentioned that a few Indian tourists recently died drowning in the mud volcanoes. The location of the mud volcanoes that we were taken to looked very odd. It was in the middle of nowhere. There was nothing indicating the presence of a touristic attraction.
Ladies and gentlemen, now you can see this one is a mix from seawater. Clay and a little bit oil, not so much. This eruption result of very high gas pressure on this.
Anyways, the mud volcanoes were so interesting. It looked as if someone spilled cement and it dried out there. A number of small conical shaped volcanoes kept spitting cement like mud all over the place. I took the liberty to touch and feel the mud volcano. It was warm, but it was not hot. It felt just like construction cement. There are a bunch of mud volcanoes here. And then if you look at the ground, it looks just like the construction cement. And people in Azerbaijan actually use this clay for the construction of cement. And for this reason, cement is pretty cheap here in Azerbaijan. I was so fascinated by this natural phenomenon. Azerbaijan is the only place in the world where you can find such natural mud volcanoes. There are hundreds of such mud volcanoes all over Azerbaijan. Our next location was Ateşgah, the fire temple of Baku. The word Ateşgah literally means home of fire. Fire is an important element of Azerbaijani culture and its roots come from Zoroastrian religion. You can find symbols related to fire all over Azerbaijan.
And that no person like in Sanskrit here because here was only place for two religions. Here was second religion, fire worshipping. This Hinduism, you know, in Hinduism, 10,000 gods. But for fire worshippers, main god is Ganesh, Ganapati. This sentence for Mr. Ganesh. And the down in Persian, here also about just for Zoroastrians, for whose money this one built tax, and all do the same sentence. Novruz Mübarek. Happy New Year, guys. You know, I told you about it. Please welcome to Azure in 20th March, and you will see what is this. Novruz holiday. For us, 20th March, main day in the year. My wedding was 20th March, but Ahura Mazda didn't help me. 7 years, divorce, please.
The fire temple of Baku was a pilgrimage center used by Zoroastrians, Hindus and Sikhs in the past. You can find inscriptions in Persian and Sanskrit language there.
Look guys, now you can see this clothes for priest and you can see this mask. This mask not against COVID, no. This mask for Mr. Priest, the gentleman who calls face on front of central altar fire. His breath is not clean for fire. And if you are lady or gentleman, but Zoroastrian, you have to dress this t-shirt every day under your clothes. It's like cross on the leg for Christians. This t-shirt called Sedri, this belt Kushti. And the motto, slogan of this region is a good thought, good word, good deed. You can see small pocket on front of this one for your good deeds. And ladies and gentlemen, now you can see again Farah Bahar. And then now one question for all of you. Please say me, where have you seen this symbol 85 years ago in Europe? It was very popular symbol, without the gentleman. Nazi Germany.
Germany.
After I will show you swastika, all the symbols from this region. And this country, Iran, before 1936, called it Persia. In those times, King of Iran, Reza Pahlavi, he liked Hitler. He changed country name for Mr. Hitler. He changed it from Persia to Iran. Iran, old name of this country. Iran translated from Pahlavi language like land of Aryans. You remember Hitler said Germans are Aryans. But he wanted to say, Mr. Hitler, your fatherland here. But unfortunately for Mr. Pahlavi, Stalin and the Churchill heard about it before. Hitler and Iran was under occupation 6 years. And the Pahlavi escaped from country and they finished very bad. And now you can see this photo from Yazd city, now center of Zoroastrianism in the world. The central altar for Zoroastrianism in the world. Now Zoroastrians live in Iran, India, a little bit in Pakistan, and so many in the USA. They are refugees from Iran after Islamic Revolution 1979, because in 1979 in Iran, Zoroastrianism was crime. For Zoroastrianism, 6 years in jail, because they escaped. They live now in California state, but organization in Philadelphia city, Pennsylvania state.
This location used to be a natural source of gas, and the flame here used to burn continuously until 1969. The fire eventually stopped burning because of exhaustion of natural gas due to heavy exploitation of natural gas reserves in the region during Soviet rule. The fire in Ateşgah is now powered by gas from Baku city. After spending over an hour at Baku Fire Temple, we moved to our next destination, the Yanar Dagh. Guys, this is the Yanar Dagh, the burning mountain of Baku, Azerbaijan. Yanar Dagh literally means burning mountain. It is claimed that the fire started burning here only in the 1950s after a shepherd accidentally lit it. The fire was never extinguished and continues till date, even during the rains. Our trip ended at the Hyder Aliyev Center. This building is famous for its unique architectural design. It houses an auditorium, an art gallery, and a museum about the former president Hyder Aliyev. Though I didn't get time to enter this building because it was already late, I got to enjoy the view from this place. This place is very clean and beautifully maintained. I enjoyed the view of busy streets and life of Azerbaijanis in Baku. Subscribe and click on the bell icon to get notification for the next video. Till then, have a great time and take care.